Hello everyone and welcome back to Some Dude Plays The Witcher. We are now on part 7. As I said last time, I went and sold a bunch of items and stored a bunch of them. But I noticed in an earlier part when I sold a bunch of the books, I forgot to use these 3 books or scrolls. So let's read the Book of the Swallow. I was missing the Blizzard Potion, which is a very important one for the harder fights. I was missing King and Queen Bomb, which I'm not sure how useful those are because I haven't gone that far in the game yet. And you need to have a silver talent to unlock that skill. And Frightener's Vision is there's one kind in each chapter. I believe there may be more, but each of them gives you a talent, either gold, silver, or bronze. And with this one, I can make a bronze one. Now I can hit Journal, Frightener's Vision, and then Blizzard, which increases your reaction time, and then of course they add Necrophage Oil, which is useful against certain enemies. Like it's very useful for grinding in the next chapter. King and Queen is your bomb. And that's all that did. But before I go in the crypt here, I'm just going to quickly make some potions. So what I'll do is I'll make a cat. And it did it right the first time. I don't have to change any of these items because it gave me the one I want. So I'll mix that. Then I'll mix a Frightener's Vision. Alice, Celandine, White Myrtle, and bonus did the same there. Now for White Gull, like I said, you can just go like that, but that's the one I want. And I just have to make sure I don't drink this one because it puts you at 50% intoxication. Yeah. Then, like I said, you need this one to make another Blizzard, which I can do right away, and I will, because that one's always useful. So now we wait. And I did that 2 minutes faster. Yeah, so one thing if you're wondering why the audio is so different is yesterday when I went to actually record this video, I had some issues with my headset, so the microphone went, and the dang hearing went, so I had to run out today and quickly buy a new one. So I'm using a Logitech G332 now, and so we'll head into the crypt. So one thing that
seems the contents of that bottle caused the woman's death. The ghouls came for her remains.
Is if you notice in my inventory I was carrying a torch, so it tells you to drink or use a torch. So we'll look here and I'll just show you what it kind of does, but what I want to do is I want to hit I. Cat, that's the one I want to drink. Right click. Good. Get out my sword, keep it on strong style, and let this come to me. And if you notice, you can see all of that. If you don't have the cat potion, that does not happen. And as you can see, this is the first time on level 2 and of course that guy got aggroed. But yeah, every time you level up, you have to kind of but yeah, look at the damage. Okay, now what I'm going to do, if I remember right, 6. Okay, but yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to click here. And wow, I got white vinegar, so that's a bonus. That's an extra ingredient. Go here. Ghoul blood and abomination lymph. So that's even better. Now, like I said, you have that one guy who runs towards you. And then you have the one guy hiding in the corner. And then if you go over here, there's another one who comes out of the wall. And that right there is why we grab stun on Ard. It allows you to kill a bunch of enemies in one hit. Yeah. And now we'll continue on. Another place of power. If I wanted to, I could use it. I'll do this. Because I am using the signs. And right there is for your second sign. But be careful. Get out your weapons. Switch to group. Because you enter. And bam. You get attacked by 3 ghouls. Now I wait. Yep, still level 1. I'll just switch to strong cell. Dead. And done. And I kind of want to set it to C because fight I get into later. I need to be in combo. Yeah, and the guy now here's the guy here. Poker, a bunch of orange, and some more medium strength alcohol, so that's always useful. Now I'll just quickly rearrange that. Now we get Igni, the second, our second sign, and one of the other most useful ones. Yeah. So this one, of course, you use it, sends a cone of fire. It can burn the enemies to give you a bit of DPS or damage per second. Where Ard, you use Ard if you want to take your enemies out and just get rid of them hands down. So like for Mikul, we were in here to get rid of the dead ones, and we found her. And basically, what we found is the ghouls came after her, and she drank a thing of poison. And that's all that happens when you click. It comes up with that. Now, time to get out of there. And we're going to head back and talk to Mikul. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly wait for daytime, because I don't want to get into any fights right now. But yeah, one thing is you want to do is you want to make sure you constantly grab any plants or other ingredients when you pass them. But yeah, so when you're playing, just take some time and just go and just go and farm the items. It'll need to start saying but it will make life way easier for you in later chapters, because as long as you store it, you'll always have the needed amount of items for potions. It's just that the alcohols you need are kind of hard to get to. Well, they're not hard, but you do have to spend some cash to get a bunch of them.
Leave me be. I won't surrender my workshop for all the treasure in the world.
Oh, you'll give it up, Gramps, or else.
Or what?
A witcher! Kill him!
Not likely.
Albedo?
You're ours, Witcher. You should have left Salamandra alone. This bridge will be your grave.
I'm innocent, don't hurt me.
Die, shit-eater!
You're dead.
Yeah. Oh, first time. Okay.
Die, shit-eater!
I'm innocent, don't hurt me. I'm innocent, don't hurt me.
And I died. We'll load for where that autosave happened and I'll do it again. That was totally my fault. But I'm keeping it in there anyways because it was amusing. But yeah, that's why I didn't run over there at night. Oh. You know what? I'll run over there at night now because frankly, even if I get into any fights, yeah. Yes. Yeah, like, so that's what happens at night. Now let's just click. And from Vargas, we got Beast Fangs, Vargas Skulls, which you need for a quest, and Death Dust. Yeah. Yeah, so basically the second level of speed style is a bit harder to use. Make sure I have 2 on. And not sure by but yeah, these guys are just experienced, so might as well take care of them. But yeah, I put that second one on speed style and man, it's really taking them to town. Yeah. Well, that's definitely interesting. Yeah, so hopefully none pop out when I go to the bridge here. But yeah, now here's where I died. First death I've ever had in this game, so that's interesting.
Leave me be. I won't surrender my workshop for all the treasure in the world.
Oh, you'll give it up, Gramps, or else.
Or what?
A witcher! Kill him!
Not likely.
You're ours, Witcher. You should have left Salamandra alone. This bridge will be your grave.
I'm innocent, don't hurt me.
Yeah.
I'm innocent, don't hurt me.
You're dead.
Yeah, and now it's working a lot better. Dang.
Thank you, Witcher.
Oh, good.
You
Done.
saved me and my laboratory, my beakers, my treasures.
Anytime.
Jeez, now that's fun.
I know all too well what they're after. To use the stolen secrets, Salamandra needs equipment. Without it, the Witcher's mutagens are useless. They almost grabbed Kalkstein and his treasures. They almost succeeded at Kaer Morhen. Almost makes a huge difference.
Yeah, so basically that part of the
If
game
I'd
is...
stayed and fought the Frightener with Vesemir, I might have faced a different threat today.
Basically, that's what happened with the first major change.
They were here for me. I made a choice some time back.
Had you known this would happen, would you have chosen differently?
No, because for my first playthrough, my first time actually getting for this part, it made life a whole lot easier.
No. It was the right decision, and I'll deal with the consequences.
I'm not surprised at your answer. You don't seem like one to look back. Visit my shop in Vizima for any ingredients you need for your potions at a discount.
Farewell.
Yeah, so... another cutscene.
Shouldn't have defended the old man. He'll come talking again.
What are you going on about?
The old man comes here and talks. Gives me headache. I'll stone him next time.
I wouldn't if I were you. He's a powerful alchemist.
Captain said only admit those with passes.
I know.
They're moving me to Millgate tomorrow. That's where I'll stand. If you have a pass, look for me there.
No. Now I'll go talk to Kalkstein here, who's the major alchemist for the rest of the game.
Scandalous. This is the third time they've refused to acknowledge the validity of my pass. What brings you here?
You don't look like a local.
I live in Vizima, but I'm just returning from a great convention of alchemists, pyromancers, and geomancers in Oxenfurt. Wonderful city, Witcher, a cradle of science.
I don't doubt it. Did the convention reach any specific conclusions?
It was an incredible experience. I presented my dissertation on... specific? Conventions aren't meant to be specific.
Then I'm not sure I see the sense.
Science is like a great river, full of currents, whirls, and treacherous shallows. A single raftsman can never know every secret of the river. He must sail to the harbor and share his knowledge with other raftsmen.
And get drunk and spend his last money on whores. I think I see the point now.
Science is like a river. Sorry, I got lost in thought.
You were talking about returning to Vizima.
Yes. Because of this quarantine, I'm losing time in this inn. I have extremely important research waiting. And what am I
just
doing?
read about
Sitting
the
in
alcohol.
This dump and drinking alcohol, badly distilled alcohol. I've sent a message to my friend, another alchemist. He is my only hope. Hopefully he will send me a pass.
Well, I wish you luck.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you. They must admit me, they must.
Kalkstein is kind of a funny
I
guy.
wanted to ask you about alchemy.
Finally, someone worth talking to. Here I thought the locals had no interests beyond their daily concerns.
I'm not exactly a local. And think about it. If the locals were all interested in alchemy, they wouldn't have much need for you.
Ha! Typically short-sighted. Witcher, alchemy is the mother of all sciences. And do you know why? For it allows us to understand the world. All that surrounds you is none other than the alchemy you strive so dutifully to deride. Alchemical processes transpire in your body at all times. They allow you to eat, breathe, and excrete. What's more, they are responsible for your thoughts and feelings. Alchemy is life.
which is
We
where
need
you
to
get the
change
Philosopher's
subject before
Stone.
the peasants decide to burn us at the stake.
One
Yeah.
cannot shut the mouth of science. But fine. What do you wish to know?
Yeah, and basically he tells you to read books, so I'll just go through it here.
How do you obtain alchemical bases?
You need equipment to obtain the correct distillate. I myself use an attenator coupled with an alembic and equipped additionally with a rectifying column and a copper cooler.
And if I don't have a coupled attenator handy?
I see. Field work. Olaf must have some decent vodka or spirit that could serve as an alchemical base.
Yep, and then he tells you to just run around to
Where do
grab
I get
ingredients and
ingredients?
skin animals.
If you wish to obtain components yourself, you'll need books containing drawings and descriptions of ingredients derived from both plants and animals. Peddlers are your other alternative, but they'll rip you off. When I require monster tissue or organs, well, I hire a witcher or a hunter.
And now he tells you, like I said, about formula.
I'm interested in formulae.
Ready-made formulae are rare and difficult to acquire, so I encourage you to experiment, modify recipes you already have. Most people underestimate the value of using the empirical method in science.
Yeah, and then basically that's
I
all you
think I've
talk to
heard
him
enough.
about.
But we've only just begun.
And farewell. Yeah, so now what I'll do is I'll grab a Temerian, well, get the remains. Most of them have salamander brooches, orange, and, well, what they have there. I don't need that dagger because I'll get a bunch more money from the sale of this torch. And, yeah. Yeah, but a lot of them have the dust, saltpeter, and orange, so, yeah. Goodbye. And now I'll just quickly organize everything. Yeah, got some out. Yep. Yeah, just a bunch of daggers I can't get rid of. So now we'll talk to Mikul. And if you say the first one, he will not talk to you anymore.
I found these strange dice, dwarven handiwork.
Don't know what folks have said, but I quit playing long ago, I swear.
Relax, Mikul. I'm just asking.
The Reverend can tell you I burned my box and renounced the devil. Talk to the dwarf, Zoltan.
Zoltan, you say?
Yeah. And that's to continue long-term quest.
Got any problems around here?
Well, that Cartiona or whatnot, damn plague's been about, killing folk. And we got monsters too.
Monsters? What kind?
Well, there's wolves, lots of them. There's the dead uns, and there's elves
Yeah,
and
you mean the
kobolds.
dogs, the
Wolves, you
Vargas.
say?
Oh, heaps of them, sir. And them much have gone wild. It used to be I could pelt them with rocks. No, I'm just afraid.
I see.
Yeah, and that's when you start learning things aren't quite as right as they seem in this little village.
Where might I get a pass?
The Order of the Burning Roses got passes. The Eternal Fire fights the plague.
I've seen no knights here. Would the Reverend know anything?
He knows a lot. Wouldn't hurt to ask.
Farewell.
And finally, it's time to cause him to go crying like a little baby.
I got rid of the ghouls in the crypt.
100 thanks, Master. Here be a month's pay. Oh, the boys will be happy. They plan to search for treasure in the crypt. Take a pick to one of the walls.
I found a young woman's body inside. The ghouls came for her.
Young woman? No, it can't be. My Ilsa, I loved her.
I wouldn't know her name. It appears she poisoned herself.
No, no, no! It was that vile witch! The devil's whore poisoned my Ilsa! No!
I'm sorry for your loss, but I need to know about Salamandra.
They have passes, they do. The only ones. Leave me be. You have the evil eye, you bring bad tidings. Be gone!
Don't forget to tell the Reverend I got rid of those ghouls. Farewell.
Yeah, I've kind of read up ahead on this game, so I know kind of what's going to happen, so I don't really feel sorry for him. So, buried memories complete, and I am now at level 5.
I'm sleepy.
Now, watch what happens when I go to talk to him.
Elsa,
Not enough play for this.
my love.
Yep. So, I'm gonna start heading back. I'll stop right here, save the game, and when we come back, I'll be at the end. What I'm going to do before I start recording the next episode is I'm going to do some grinding to get to level 6. I'm going to go and fist fight for quite a bit of gold to buy a bunch of the missing books I don't have for this chapter. And then, well, I'll be back so everyone can have a look at the back books, and we'll continue on with a bunch more of the quests, and I'll make sure you'll see my little farming path that I do in this chapter. So this is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com saying please like if you like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell, the notification button, and please don't forget to visit SomeDudePlays.com. And what will happen is I will see you all next time.